Hello. This is the Awful and Awesome Entertainment Wrap, episode 244. This is Rajyasree.
And this is Abhinandan and Sekhri, and this is our new studio. Kaisa laga?
Very
And
nice.
that side also you can't see, but it's new studio. That side also is new, and the audio quality is also better because soundproofing, all this carpet. thick
No
carpet.
seepage. No
We
seepage.
don't know if monsoon there's seepage, then all this money is down on the tube. So thank you so much, subscribers. All this happens because you guys pay to keep news free, and we don't have to rely on any advertiser or company or political party to pay for this, because otherwise there are all these news studios, huh?
Hmm.
It's called the whatever, I think
The
Nebi Cash Studio, whatever. It's named after the people who paid for it and all. Our
Also,
studios-
their laptops have names on them.
Yeah.
Feviquick. Feviquick brings you 9 p.m. news.
So
Like that.
basically, I hope you like our new studio. So welcome to Awful and Awesome. I'm back after 2 weeks. Thank you so much, and the affection and love shown from Rajyasree, me, and Fardeen Khan,
Who's
who
the
we shall
best?
discuss.
Best. He's an ATM actor, as I call him.
What's an ATM actor?
Because his moment of fame was in the ATM. He was doing his narcotics transaction. You've forgotten. That's why he stopped acting. Huh? He's so stupid.
He stopped acting. No one watching his films.
No, that also. But he
It had
went
nothing with
to.
narcotics.
No, he did not realize that in an ATM,
There's
this
CCTV.
thing that there's CCTV. So he
Rajyasree
was
Sen,
buying.
Is this
coke.
is this actual information, or
This
you're
is
just making up
actual.
shit?
When I was growing up, this happened. He was buying.
So there's
coke.
video, but how
Yeah.
come I don't see it anywhere online?
Because, why you've been googling Fardeen Khan
I will
cocaine.
Google it.
Okay,
anyway.
I'll Google and show you.
But there's
That's
no ATM anyway. The point is, today, other than some fake news that will come from here, we will be talking about The Dropout, which is a series, a film called Badhaai Do, a film called Jhund, and 2 ad campaigns, one which is spectacular and one which is spectacularly bad. Guess which is which and who it stars. All of them
Please.
have stars.
has stars.
And that's what we're going to be discussing. But it's great to be back. I was about to say it's welcome to be back.
Welcome to me. I have found 5,16,000 results for Fardeen Khan cocaine ATM.
Show us
And
the
their
video.
video, it's there.
It's
don't-
not there anyway. Forget it. So
We
Rajyasree,
We'll have a link to the video.
okay, while she's doing stuff that's irrelevant, I would just like to thank our subscribers, because our election coverage, which we have got very good feedback from, not just from our subscribers, but from other journalists as well, who work for other legacy media organizations. Many of them called me and said, News Laundry's election coverage was fantastic. Congratulations. So I said, of course, I have nothing to do with it. It was all because we have an amazing team of producers and reporters. But most important, it's because no political party or corporate funds us. Our entire election coverage was done with this NL Sena, which you guys topped up. So please keep supporting us. Pay to keep news free, because then we can do stuff that is unafraid, uncompromised, and hopefully worth your time and money, because news always is. So do contribute to News Laundry by becoming a subscriber and pay to keep news free. So Rajyasree Sen, let's start with The Dropout.
No. Let me first ask my favorite question. Of the 3 main things that we are discussing,
What are the 3 main things?
we are discussing Jhund,
Okay.
we are discussing Badhaai Do,
Hmm.
and the Dropout, which, okay, you've done something, so it's okay if you have not watched it. Have you watched the other 2? One, I know you watched. The second one?
So first of all, I would like to say one thing. You are clearly superficial and shallow. That is a given, because we
That's why I'm
have
here.
5 things. There are 2 ad campaigns, 2 films, and 1 series. Now, because the ad campaigns are like 60 seconds long, they are not main. You decided. Just the length of some. So those people who just fill in a lot of words and say right answer.
Bhai sahab, aap prashna ka jawab
So
dijiye.
I haven't watched Badhaai Do.
Then that's all I wanted.
I
I'll watch it, Raju.
I've watched Jhund.
And you have not watched The Dropout because you're going to show off now and say
Because
something.
I don't see the value in watching a show, the podcast series of which I've heard, which is more authentic because it has actual voices of the characters. It's not a dramatized version. So, and I think The Dropout, I'll just check how many episodes it was. Other than that, I also read so many articles about it. So why will I watch another series about
I
something
don't
that
know.
I know that whole Theranos project, like back
You
like the
know it
back-
better than even Elizabeth knows
Holmes.
it. Yeah, Holmes. I know Holmes. Don't show off that you know her surname.
So
I'm
let's
just
start
saying-
with
what you know and I know.
Badhaai Do.
Oh.
So Badhaai Do is a film that I haven't watched. So Rajyasree will tell you about it.
When I discuss it now, Abhinandan will interrupt every 20 seconds with some rubbish joke, but we will try and ignore that.
No,
No.
I'll let her finish her review. Then I'll talk about what I want to talk about, which is the main thing of this
Yeah.
podcast. The main thing of this main thing is not Badhaai Do or Jhund or Dropout. The main thing is that Fardeen Khan is making a comeback.
Yeah.
If that ain't main, then there ain't no main.
And he has spoken about how he was very dedicated to his craft and how things have changed now, which means now people work, which is something he did not know before. But we'll get to that later. So, Badhaai Do is a film which I think everyone should watch. I haven't watched such a nicely made film on homosexuality, on contemporary India, as this in, I don't remember the last film that I've seen, which is so good. So it's directed by Harshvardhan Kulkarni, who has made a very bad film called Hunter. So after Hunter, he has made, which has that Gulshan Devaya, who's over here as well. And he's made Bareli Ki Barfi. I did not
Which is
realize.
a very nice film.
I don't think he's directed it. They've just
Kirti
put his.
Sanan and I think it had Rajkumar Rao
Kirti, ne
only.
Kriti.
Kriti Sanan.
No, so he was not director in it.
So then why are you giving fake?
Because it's there in his filmography. But he has made this thing, and he's made Fandry, which I have not watched.
Dude, Fandry has been made by Nagraj
Oh,
Manjule.
sorry. We've given one incorrect news, is okay. Hasi to Phasi he's made.
Okay, forget that. Tell us about the movie. Tell us about Badhaai Do.
No, I have to tell you what else he's made. He's made Hasi to Phasi also, which I don't think you've watched. But even then, so this stars Rajkumar Rao, Bhumi Pednekar, and Rajkumar Rao is a cop. And in small town,
इतना तो मुझे ही पता है, ये सब promo में है.
please keep quiet. And Bhumi Pednekar is a PT teacher. And they are in, I will not say the name of the town because I will get it incorrect, but it's a hill station. And he is this
Buff.
Yeah, buff cop. And they start the film pretty much with them, all the cops going into a park and rounding up lovers who are over there. And then they say, so one couple, homo couple is here and all. So he says, "Theek hai, jao." Like he's a little nice to them. The cop, his junior, say, why are you letting them go? But the whole point is that his family keeps calling up to say, when are you going to get married? And he told them that he was seeing this woman called Nazneen. And that's why they can't get him married to her because he's Hindu. Now the family has finally calls up and says, we are fine with Nazneen.
Marry Nazneen.
So he says, Nazneen has left me and she's gotten married because you all waited for so long. She left me. So the family is very sad and all. But Nazneen is just an assistant police officer in this thing who he has no relationship with. And Bhumi Pednekar is a PT teacher who is lesbian. And she's not seeing anyone as such. And her parents also want her to get married. And they finally meet each other. Something happens and they meet each other. And he comes up with the brainwave that, why don't we get married?
They know the other person is
Yeah,
gay.
he knows because she complains. So basically, there's a complaint that she makes because on Tinder or something, she's swiping right, left. And she is trying to meet boys because the usual thing that now it's okay, I'll marry
Sure.
a boy, you know. And this guy becomes a bit of a stalker. And he knows that she's gay because prefers women. You know? And he says, if you don't go on a date with me, I'll tell your family. So then she finally goes to the cops and he is the cop. And then she starts saying Rajkumar Rao is stalking her because everywhere she goes, he's standing there. So he said, no, I've come up with a plan. We'll get married. Also, we are Hindu and same caste and all. So both families are very excited. And then they shift out of the main town. They go to this police colony. And he said, we have to keep up appearances though, because his senior stays in the flat below. But she starts seeing this...
girl from the Northeast.
Yeah, girl from the Northeast who works in a clinic, like a Dr. Dang's kind of this thing. And that girl shifts in. to the
It's called
house.
bloodology, where they check all your blood reports. No, it's
Don't
called
make
something
up. What
else.
nonsense. Absolutely. Not called bloodology. If anyone, and we have so many doctors who are subscribers, which is shocking that you all are subscribers. Please keep subscribing.
Huh.
It's a very good place.
It's called a
newslaundry.
path lab.
Huh. So, because I used to keep saying path lab and I was told, no, it's a path lab. But when this girl,
Pathological liars go there.
like you,
That's it, a path lab.
so this girl shifts in and she's Northeastern.
So she
So they
shifts in
are.
as what? As a sali, as
So
the
that's what
heroine?
they are. The neighbors come, the senior police officer and his wife. So she said, who's she? So they say, our cousin. So they do that. Those things are done very well. They're looking at their faces that "But she's not Eastern. So they say, how is she your cousin? So they come up with mothers, brothers, wives, something.
Hmm.
So everything is going fine till his family also decides to come over once.
Hmm.
Then, like it slowly starts, the unraveling
Unraveling.
of the tale
Sounds
is very
fun.
good. It's very good. And the way they show how the family comes around, how they get the family to come around. This is one of the first films I've seen where it's done like, the character arcs, the change. What was that other film we saw? Remember where the full family,
Godfather.
yeah, how they came around, they just killed each other.
X-Men.
Arey, that film, yeah.
X-Women.
No, with your favorite
Star
actress.
Wars.
No.
Marvel. Be
Ayushmann
quick.
Khurrana and that woman, Vani.
Oh,
Where-
Chandigarh.
Yeah, where the
Karyashiki.
family just suddenly one fine day they wake up, everyone's very happy. So there's nothing, there's a very clear gradation to their behavior, and it's a 1.5 hour film. Most important.
Civilized. That's very
It's
important.
civilized, it's tight, it gets the point. So I
And it's on
like how
Netflix.
your colleagues have all come outside the studio and looked at us like we were in the zoo. And they smile like tiger ko dekh liya, and they've gone. Why did they do that?
I don't know.
That's very upsetting. What has happened?
Netflix.
On Netflix. It's
So
there.
very good. I will watch it for sure this time.
You all must watch it.
I'll watch it a week late, but I'll still watch it nevertheless.
See, that won't happen, so don't
But
hold your breath.
I'll
but
watch it.
even
I'll watch
then,
it because
yeah.
it's such glowing reviews.
Yeah. No,
It's
it's
important.
really good, and it's 1.5 hours long. This is very important to me.
So very good. So Badhaai Do. I have one criticism of the film, although I haven't watched it.
Because it's like Badhaai Ho. But that's why they've named it like that.
Because then it gets confused. Right? Even the other one, there was another film which had very similar names.
I'll tell you, Star Wars 1, Star Wars 2.
No, one of these
Star Wars
like
3.
that Shubh Mangal Savdhan, Shubh Mangal Zada Savdhan.
So but it's supposed to be like that.
No, you have to change. So at least one can know whether you've seen it or not.
What
it's
nonsense.
just-
Anyway, you have not seen it. Because if it's on the list, you have not seen it. That is taken
So,
for granted.
So that is the only feedback I had.
It was useless feedback, but carry on.
So on that note, we shall now get on to the main thing that this episode
main
is
thing.
about. After that, we'll stop the video.
Yeah.
And then it'll be only audio. So the main thing in the video is that as I took my morning cup of tea on the 24th of February 2022, and I opened the paper, which is Delhi Times, which is what I opened,
Yeah, because why should one not read
Why
this? It's
should-
good for bowel movement.
and I saw this hunk looking at me like this, Fardeen Khan. And I've said unkind things about him on this show very often. And it says, it's daunting to make a fresh start. I feel like an intern again, Fardeen Khan.
He was
everyone
an
has-
intern ever.
Everyone has upped their game today. You have to be on point. Time is the most precious entity now, and no one's forgiven for wasting it. So time is an entity, and you're not forgiven for wasting it. These are important things.
Also, his film's name is Viscott.
And then there is this inside also. It's a long interview. And then
Because
here it
he's a very
says,
verbose
here it
kind of-
says, you have completed the shoot of Visfort. How was the experience of facing the camera again after more than a decade? I was extremely nervous. I haven't slept a few nights before the first day of the shoot. We had workshops and readings. I was nervous. Anyway, so I didn't actually read the interview properly.
I
But
hope
saw his
so.
photos. So I just thought this is something we should discuss on Awful and Awesome because, in my
This
view,
is awesome.
cinema in India, the worst phase was the 90s. It's because that was the age, that was the phase when
Mm.
all the Fardeen Khans, Abhishek Bachchan, all the really good superstars of the 70s and 80s, their children had
Yeah.
come into their 20s, and therefore all of them had to come to films. Isha Deol, Babbi Deol, all the Deols, all the Khans. So all the
Who
next
else
generation,
was there?
Amitabh's
Huh.
kids, Harminder's, everyone had, at that time, they
Uday
all become-
Chopra.
So that was when you were subjected to the real low quality
Hmm.
talent, and now another surge of that seems to be happening because of OTTs. So OTTs, while a lot of good they're doing, there's some bad also they're doing, that they're reviving the careers of people who shouldn't have had careers in showbiz in the first place. So that is something I feel, and also Tata Sky is doing that by giving ads to such people.
No, this is incorrect. What
We'll
you have
discuss
said,
that, because
this
if
is
you've seen a
incorrect.
Tata Sky campaign
Because
starring
that shows how.
two people with very low talent,
No,
Saif Ali
Deepika.
Khan.
Deepika.
Deepika is very talented. In fact, I have some.
You have something
So,
also.
so there's Kapoor, Kapoor's daughter,
Kareena Kapoor.
and Sharmila's son.
But Sharmila's son acts very well, as we all know. Have you all watched Lal Kaptan? You all should watch Lal Kaptan. It's on one of the
So
OTT.
on that note, and also I must say that if this film has Badhaai Do has handled it so well, it is quite disgraceful for people like Johar to be so ambiguous about their sexuality, but yet drop hints that I'm
Huh.
not straight.
Do ads which are he's
And
doing
yet,
ads with it.
and yet make a film that was so bad that it is one of the only three films I've walked
Oh,
out
I
of.
watched the whole thing.
John Abraham and Abhishek Bachchan.
What was it called with the Priyanka Chopra?
Dushmani, Dostana.
Dostana. Dushmani you had with the film. But
But yeah, so that's that. So Rajshri Sen, on that note, let me read an email.
yes.
This one is from N.
Mm.
N says, hi. Abhinandan's review of Gehraiyan is the reason why everyone needs to pay to keep news free. Thank you, N.
No, that's
That
not
is-
what you think. Carry on.
Despite fighting for public funding of news, Abhinandan's review was corrupted by his obsession with Deepika. Dude, N, dude. Fucking hell, man.
Because it's true.
This is obviously irrelevant because this is just a movie. It's not just a movie, it's Deepika's movie. And
It's a
have-
classic.
Show respect.
It's like Mother India. Huh.
But this is the exact same corruption that happens when media channels take ads from governments
Understood.
and corporates. But their
It's,
corruption literally destroys lives, while Abhinandan's corruption may at worst destroy a few hours of your
This
life
is
and a
correct.
few brain cells.
This is correct. It's a shut
This is correct.
Shit
Is anyone
film.
asking you for advice?
Shit film.
Is
Carry
there-
on.
Don't give inputs to emails unless asked. A new study came out that said only around 1,600 people in Mumbai are ultra high net worth individuals. That is over $30 million in assets. And only 210 people in Delhi are ultra high net individuals. I've always lived in Mumbai and my mother is from Delhi. I myself know so many people who have more than this. You too will know so many more. Do you believe the data? And I don't believe the data in your second paragraph. And I also don't believe the data in your first paragraph. That my review of Gehraiyan was colored in any case by my quote-unquote obsession with Deepika. I just have a healthy critical appreciation for a good artist,
Really? Is that what
which
you're calling
doesn't
it?
color my view.
You watched Geraya in one sitting. I want to know this seriously. Don't lie. Abhinandan.
I don't recall.
Yeah, because you didn't watch it. It's impossible to watch
I
a film in one.
invoked the fifth.
So speaking of Geraya, reminded me of something else, which is Lock Up.
Shallowness.
Yeah, Lock
Meri
Up.
Gehraiyan, teri shallowness.
No, Lock Up, that new show.
Hmm.
And Tehseen Poonawala saying that. First of all, listen, I'm not very sanskari, but even I was like, very bad this is. Or we don't want to know. That Tehseen Poonawala, who is a industrialist. He's also an
No,
industrialist.
he's a political analyst. According to Times
Oh,
Now.
he's a political analyst.
Not
This is
industrial.
correct. He's a political
And I
analyst.
don't even think, even if he was not industrial, I think he owns a nightclub or restaurant in Pune or something.
So he said that he's part of this show which has Payal Rohatgi, Tehseen Puna. It's very classy people are in this show. And when he was getting knocked out of the competition, he could save someone by saying a secret. Now, how does anyone even know whether this is a true
It's not
true
a,
fact?
It's not a verifiable secret.
Yeah, like unless that industrialist wife now comes up and says that it was true. He said that he had slept with India's top industrialist wife. And basically the man sat there and watched because that's what turned him on. And he said, but he did not join in. He was clear about that because I think even he drew the line at that visual.
कि touch
Which
होगा फिर.
touch ho gaya to. Now the only thing is that India,
TOT. See भाई साहब, आप अपना सामान हमसे दूरी रखिए. You know, Rajshri,
I have not said anything.
you bring,
Who said it?
you bring this show. You know, this, which is a show about the critical appreciation and critique of art You fucking bring it
I
down
said
to
TOTO.
fucking
You
someone's
said
balls touching another person's
Yeah,
balls.
nonsense.
What the fuck, yeah.
But my point is, if you do an analysis of who was India's top industrialist 10
So-
years back,
If any of your analysts and are wondering what analysis should I do,
this is
Raji has a suggestion. You can do analysis of Tehseen Poonawala's.
yeah, because my point is, see, it can't be Adani because Adani 10 years back was not India's top industrialist. Only one man was, and that
But
man,
did he say top?
top industrialist, and he's also an investor in All Balaji. Double dhamaka.
First of all, we don't know who it is.
I'm doing
Any top
inductive
is
analysis.
Top can be anybody. Top can be like I'm the top
That
star.
Republic of Chickens owner is not the person he's
Top star.
talking
He
about.
can
Na?
be anyone.
KD Singh.
Anyone can be
whatever.
top. So the point is, this was reported as news also the next
Ye-
day.
And all over. Everyone has
really?
reported. Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
it's
I was-
everywhere. Also,
Anyway,
up
so
India.
now can we get back to?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm crying.
Okay, so we'll get back to art, which
This
is what
is
this
also art.
show is about.
Lock up UPP.
By the way, did you watch this?
I'm going to watch an episode for next week.
How do you have so much time, Rajyasree?
My time management is I'm a woman. I'm very good at time management. You're a man, you won't understand. And you're half Punjabi. You'll spend half your time only, I don't know, trying to read.
Trying to read.
ये क्या है?
I've probably
Full-
written more words than you've read in your life.
life. Nonsense, okay?
All the scripts I've written in my life will fill
Again.
a 1 terabyte drive.
Did you make an award-winning show? Why have you
I've
not
got
mentioned?
3 award-winning
How
shows.
come you did not mention? Even
Because I don't thuso that information. I just
my National Geographic documentary also won an award for the best
the
script.
thing is Fardeen Khan shouldn't have competed Shah Rukh Khan. Just because you're Khan doesn't mean you're the... So now we'll talk about the Dropout.
Which you did not watch, but you heard.
So the rest of this podcast is available on audio only. This was just the video to show you a new studio that you have contributed to paying for. So pay to keep news free. Listen to the rest of the podcast on the audio only on wherever you get your podcasts.
But I have an input. That if subscribers want to, there's another fund which is Rajyasree's soft lighting fund. So if people want to send in money, you can buy some soft lights for me. Huh?
Should we say bye now?
Huh, now we
Oh,
can say.
bye.
Okay, bye.
Hear the rest of the episode on audio only. The subscription model is something that keeps News Laundry afloat, but we need hundreds of thousands of people to completely transform the news ecosystem. So you pay for news, so it serves you. So click on the link with this video, subscribe to News Laundry and pay to keep news free और गर्व से कहो मेरे खर्च पर आज़ाद है खबरें